Ladies and gentlemen, good day and welcome to DP Abhushan Ltd Q2 FY’25 earnings conference call. As a reminder, all participant line will be in the listen-only mode, and there will be an opportunity for you to ask questions after the presentation concludes. Should you need any assistance during the conference call, you may signal an operator by pressing star and 0 on your touchtone phone. Please note that this conference is being recorded. I now hand the conference over to Mr. Siddesh Chavan from EY Investor Relations. Thank you and over to you, sir.
Thank you, Shifa. Good evening to all the participants on this call. Before we proceed to the call, let me remind you that the discussion may contain forward-looking statements that may involve known or unknown risks, uncertainties, and other factors. It must be viewed in conjunction with our business risks that could cause future result performance or achievements to differ significantly from what it is expressed or implied by such forward-looking statements. Please note that we have mailed the results and the same are available on the company's website. In case if you have not received the same, you can write to us and we will be happy to send the same over to you. To take us through the results and answer your questions today, we have the top management of DP Abhushan Ltd represented by Mr. Anil Kataria, Full-Time Director, and Mr. Vikas Kataria, Promoter. We'll start the call with a brief overview of the company and quarter gone past and then conduct a Q&A session. With that said, I will now hand over the call to Mr. Anil Kataria. Over to you, sir.
Namaskar. Thank you, Siddesh. सभी को गुड इवनिंग एंड हैप्पी दिवाली, प्रॉस्परस न्यू ईयर। मैं अनिल कटारिया, डायरेक्टर डीपी आभूषण लिमिटेड। हमारी कंपनी की क्वार्टर 2 की फाइनेंशियल ईयर 2025 की इस मीटिंग में आप सबका बहुत स्वागत करता हूं। मैं और विकास दोनों साथ में हैं और हमको आप सबसे जुड़कर बहुत खुशी हो रही है और आप सबका थैंक्स कि आपने इतने कीमती समय में दिवाली के टाइम पे समय निकाल कर ये कॉल से जुड़ने के लिए तैयार हैं। हमें 30/9/24 को समाप्त तिमाही के उल्लेखनीय प्रदर्शन की रिपोर्ट पेश करते हुए बहुत खुशी हो रही है और जो ज्वेलरी इंडस्ट्री में एक मजबूत तरीके से ज्वेलरी इंडस्ट्री आगे बढ़ रही है और साथ ही हमारी कंपनी भी उसी तरह आगे बढ़ रही है। इसको बताते हुए जो ज्वेलरी की मांग है और जो हमारे कस्टमर्स की डिमांड है उसको एकदम अच्छे तरीके से हम आगे बढ़ा रहे हैं और गोल्ड के साथ साथ हीरे से जड़ी हुई जो ज्वेलरी है उसकी डिमांड भी बहुत बड़ी है। हमारे जो मजबूत रिजल्ट आ रहे हैं वो इसको बता रहे हैं कि हमने बहुत अच्छी रणनीति के चलते हुए एकदम प्योरिटी और ट्रांसपेरेंसी के साथ काम किया है और हम इसके लिए हमेशा प्रतिबद्ध हैं। वित्तीय स्थिति की ओर वापस मुड़ते हुए मैं आपको 25 के लिए प्राप्त वृद्धि दर्ज करके रोमांचित हूँ। कुल राजस्व जो 1005 करोड़ आया है हमारा, वो पिछले एक क्वार्टर से YOY 586 करोड़ की तुलना में 84% से आगे बढ़ा है, जो एक बहुत ही अच्छा फिगर है। यह वृद्धि सोने हीरे के आभूषणों की डिमांड को रेखांकित करती है और बताती है कि अभी मार्केट पॉजिटिव वे में आगे जा रहा है। इस तिमाही के EBITDA 38 करोड़ रहा, जो 24 में 22 करोड़ की तुलना में 74% की सालाना वृद्धि है। हमारा कर पश्चात लाभ भी उसी उत्साहजनक तरीके से लगभग 13 करोड़ की तुलना में 89% बढ़कर 25 करोड़ हुआ है। स्टोर प्रदर्शन के संबंध में अगर मैं बात करता हूं तो कुछ मैट्रिक्स प्रकार डालना चाहूंगा। हमारे रतलाम फ्लैग स्टोर में 25 में 486 करोड़ के राजस्व के साथ साथ साल दर साल 56% की वृद्धि देखी है। हमारे इंदौर, भोपाल, उदयपुर अन्य स्थानों में भी काफी अच्छी ग्रोथ हुई है, जो इन प्रमुख बाजारों में हमारी उपस्थिति को बहुत अच्छे से रेखांकित करती है। इसके अलावा लास्ट मंथ हमने सितंबर में हमारे नए अजमेर शोरूम को इनॉग्रेशन किया है और अभी 1 महीना ही हुआ है और लगभग 4 करोड़ का राजस्व दर्ज किया है, जो बहुत मजबूत शुरुआत का संकेत देता है। इसके साथ मैं अब अपने भाई श्री विकास कटारिया को सौंपना चाहूंगा, जो हमारी व्यावसायिक पहल, आने वाले हमारे एक्सपेंशन प्लान, आने वाली तिमाही में जो हम करने वाले हैं उसके ऊपर प्रकाश डालेंगे और आपको बताएंगे कि हम लोग आगे कैसे कर रहे हैं। विकास,
थैंक यू अनिल भाई। Happy Dhanteras and Happy Diwali to everyone. A warm welcome to everyone on the call. As Anil bhai mentioned, quarter 2 FY'25 has been a transformative quarter for DP Abhushan and I am excited to share some key development. The quarter successfully inaugurated a new showroom in Ajmer, Rajasthan. This is a 1,500 square feet plot. Across 2 floors, we have a retail outlet there to cater the growing demand for gold, diamond, and silver jewelry in the region. The Ajmer showroom marks a significant milestone in our expansion journey, aligning with our strategy and to expand our retail footprint across high potential emerging markets in Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, Chhattisgarh, and Gujarat. We are targeting to increase our total store from 8 in financial year 25 to 20 by financial year 28. Our current plan for financial year 25 includes launching 3 more showrooms, and we already opened 1 store in Ajmer. We remain well on track. We are also focusing on enhancing our product mix, especially in the diamond studded jewelry category, where we see a compelling opportunity to drive higher revenue and improving profitability. We aim to increase the revenue share from diamond studded jewelry from 6% to 15%, which will add to our high margin portfolio and cater to evolving customer preference. Additionally, we recently raised a small amount of capital by issuing 5,73,070 preferential shares and warrants at 1,182 rupees per share to close associates. This fund will support our expansion plan and operational initiative. Looking ahead, we are optimistic about the continued growth potential in the jewelry industry. Our expansion strategy focus on emerging markets and product diversification put us in an ideal position to capitalize on upcoming opportunities and deliver sustained growth. With that said, I would like to now open the floor question and answer. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. We will now begin the question and answer session. Anyone who wishes to ask a question may press star and 1 on their touchtone phone. If you wish to remove yourself from the question queue, you may press star and 2. Participants are requested to use handsets while asking a question. Ladies and gentlemen, we will wait for a moment while the question queue assembles. We have first question from the line of Devanshu Bansal from Emkay Global. Please go ahead, sir.
Yes sir, hi. आपको इतना अच्छा रिजल्ट के लिए बहुत बहुत बधाई. मुझे सर यही थोड़ा समझना था कि कभी भी अगर मैं आपका पुराना ट्रेंड देखता हूँ तो जून और सितंबर में जून क्वार्टर और सितंबर क्वार्टर में इतना ज़्यादा जंप आता नहीं है. तो इस बार ऑलमोस्ट हमारा रेवेन्यू डबल हो गया है. तो इसका क्या कारण है सर? एकदम से इतना अच्छा डिमांड कैसे आया है और आगे हम H2 में हाउ आर वी सॉर्ट ऑफ सीइंग द ट्रेंड?
जी नमस्ते.
यस सर, नमस्ते सर.
यस विकास भाई, कैरी ऑन.
सर मैं ये पूछ रहा हूँ जून और सितंबर क्वार्टर जो Q1 और Q2 क्वार्टर,
इसका सबसे बड़ा कारण ये रहा कि इस बार गवर्नमेंट ने जो इम्पोर्ट ड्यूटी कम करी है उससे लोगों में एकदम से उत्साह बढ़ गया और जून जुलाई में हमारा जो बिजनेस आया वो अमेजिंग आया. इतना अच्छा बिजनेस हमने इससे पहले मई जून में कभी भी नहीं किया है. नो डाउट आप जो बोल रहे हैं बिल्कुल सही है. और जैसा बोलते हैं इस साल अगर ज्वेलरी इंडस्ट्री में दिवाली मनाएंगे तो 2 दिवाली मनाएंगे.
2 दिवाली. अच्छा, और एक और इस साल एक और एडवांटेज था कि हमारा क्या इलेक्शन वाला जो मंथ था, तो पहले क्वार्टर में इलेक्शन थे पूरी कंट्री में, उस वजह से भी थोड़ा सा ज्वेलरी डिमांड और कोड ऑफ कंडक्ट लगा हुआ था. तो थोड़ा सा ज्वेलरी मार्केट फर्स्ट क्वार्टर थोड़ा सा स्लो था. वो कंपैरिजन में वो सारा बेनिफिट हमें सेकंड क्वार्टर में अच्छा मिला है.
ओके. और अभी का ट्रेंड कैसा चल रहा है सर? अक्टूबर मंथ में कैसा रहा है ट्रेंड?
काफी अच्छा है। अक्टूबर मंथ अगेन, जैसा अनिल भाई ने बताया कि हमने इस बार 2 दिवाली मनाई है, तो डेफिनेटली हम इस बार शायद 2 नहीं 3 दिवाली मनाएंगे, क्योंकि गोल्ड प्राइसेस कंटिन्यूसली बढ़ते हैं। देश में शादियां ढेर सारी है, तो जितनी शादियां, जितना वेडिंग सीजन होता है, उतना ज्वेलरी को काफी लोग पसंद करते हैं। और गोल्ड प्राइस जिस तरीके से अच्छा रिटर्न दे रहा है, सभी को फायदा मिल रहा है, कस्टमर को भी, तो वो हिसाब से काफी अच्छा समय चल रहा है ज्वेलरी के लिए।
राइट सर। टिपिकली सर ये H1 का पूरे साल के रेवेन्यू में कंट्रीब्यूशन कितना रहता है? मतलब जैसे अभी हमने 1500 करोड़ के अराउंड H1 में टॉप लाइन किया है, तो हिस्टोरिकली H1 का 50-50 रहता है, 40-60 रहता है, कैसे रहता है?
40-60 होता है, 40-60 होता है।
40-60 होता है, ओके।
Yes.
सेकेंड सर, मुझे ये पूछना था, ये हमारा टॉप लाइन तो डबल हो गया है, लेकिन अगर मैं EBITDA देखता हूँ तो वो सेम का सेम है, राइट? 38 करोड़ Q1 में भी उतना ही था और Q2 में भी 38 करोड़ ही रहा है। तो इसका क्या कारण है सर? क्योंकि ये तो काफी ज्यादा बढ़ जाना चाहिए था, राइट, अगर टॉप लाइन हमारा डबल हुआ है तो।
Hello.
यस सर।
Sorry, can you?
Yeah, I can repeat, sir. So in Q1
Yeah.
also we did 38 crore EBITDA. In Q2
Right.
also we have done the same EBITDA despite our top line doubling vis-a-vis Q1. So what is the reason for lower margin in Q2? Actually, based on whatever understanding we have, if our top line is doubling, then apart from normal increase in EBITDA, there should have been some operating leverage also. So your EBITDA should have grown much faster. What is the reason for that?
तो आई थिंक अगर हम लोग ऐसे देखें तो जो ओवरऑल अगर हम लोग लास्ट ईयर का अगर हम लोग सेकंड क्वार्टर का अगर हम लोग एबिटा देखेंगे, तो आई थिंक उससे काफी अच्छा इंक्रीज है ये। और अगर ओवरऑल हम लोग अगर पूरा क्वार्टर, मतलब दोनों अगर हाफ ईयर की हम देखेंगे, तो ओवरऑल काफी अच्छा इंक्रीज हुआ है हमारा हाफ ईयर।
वो समझ में आया सर। तो लेकिन आपका टिपिकल गाइडेंस क्या रहता है? EBITDA मतलब 5% रहेगा, 4% रहेगा, क्या गाइडेंस है आपका?
हमारा टिपिकल एवरेज हमारा 3 से 5% जैसा हमारा रहेगा। एवरेज EBITDA इज बिटवीन
3 से 5% पैट रहेगा।
एवरेज पेट इज लाइक 3 to 5% कह रहे नहीं।
And EBITDA margin will be on average basis 5.5 to 7% in between.
Average basis it will like around like the 7%.
Yes, 5 to 7%. Okay. Lastly sir, ये हमारा जैसे ये I wanted to understand our market share in key cities, जैसे ये रतलाम वगैरह में almost we are doing like 1,000 crore top line, right, through one store annually. अगर मैं अभी का ट्रेंड देखता हूँ तो इस साल I guess आप more or less उतना रेवेन्यू कर लेंगे। तो उधर उन मार्केट्स में एज इन आपका कितना शेयर है, और क्या इज देयर एनी स्कोप फॉर फर्दर इंक्रीज इन योर शेयर इन दोज मार्केट्स?
या सो रतलाम वी आर ओपनिंग अनदर स्टोर। हम लोग जनवरी तक रतलाम में एक और स्टोर हम लोग ओपन करने वाले हैं। और अगर मार्केट शेयर की बात करें तो इट इज लाइक समवेयर अराउंड 25 to 30% वी हैव अ मार्केट शेयर इन रतलाम मार्केट।
And who all are other players in similar geography? Ratlam, Indore, Bhopal, etc. Who is other big players? I guess Krishna is also there, right? So
yeah, so
they operate in same region.
There are national players there and some local jewelers also there. So we have a competition with like with national player and the local jewelers. So if I'm talking about the Ratlam, so they are the Kataria jewelers, and the local 2-3 jewelers are there. If we are talking about Indore, so Malabar is there, Tanishq is there, and local jewelers, Punjab jewelers, Anand jewelers is there. तो सारे शहर में कुछ लोकल जूलर्स है, प्लस नेशनल चेन्स भी है। तो या कंपटीशन तो सभी के साथ में है हमारा।
ओके सर। और ये लास्ट क्वेश्चन है सर मेरे एंड से, आपको टिपिकली एक स्टोर डालने के लिए व्हाट काइंड ऑफ कैपिटल डू यू रिक्वायर, बोथ इन टर्म्स ऑफ केपेक्स फॉर दैट स्टोर एज वेल एज इन्वेंट्री विच इज रिक्वायर्ड इन द स्टोर? सो उसके अंदर कितना कैपिटल?
केपेक्स इज समवेयर अराउंड लाइक 2.5 करोड़ से 3 crore के आसपास now we are looking the capex for to build a new store और inventory के लिए अभी gold prices high तो तकरीबन 35 से 40 करोड़ के आसपास का एक store के लिए inventory हम लोग प्लान करते हैं।
ओके, तो अगर आपको अभी आई गेस आपके 8 स्टोर हैं तो 12 स्टोर डालने के लिए लगभग लगभग 550 to 600 करोड़ लगेगा, राइट? मतलब एडिशनल
तकरीबन 500 करोड़ के आसपास में रिक्वायर्ड।
ओके, तो इसमें सर आपको आई हर्ड यू दैट यू हैव रेज्ड सम कैपिटल, राइट? कैन यू थ्रो सम डिटेल ऑन दैट, एज इन हाउ मच इज द अमाउंट?
Sir, I would request you to rejoin the queue so that management
Sure,
can
sure.
address everyone else.
Yes, no issues, yes.
Okay. Thank you, sir. We have next question from the line of Vikrant Kashyap from Asian Market Securities. Please go ahead, sir.
Sir, good afternoon, and congrats on a very strong set of numbers. Sir, could you please provide the breakup of volume growth and price-led growth in the markets that you are operating?
Ankit ji, hello.
So your line is on talk mode. Please go ahead.
So my first question is, how much is the price-led growth and how much is the volume growth for the last quarter? Am I audible?
हेलो
Hello, am I audible?
हेलो हाँ जी सर बताइए।
Hello.
हेलो
Yeah, hello.
So your lines are audible and clear. Please proceed with the question.
So just so my first question is regarding the growth in the last quarter. So can you please break up in terms of volume growth and price-led growth?
Sir, so volume growth in last quarter in Q1 was around 1.5%, and else everything was the volume. I mean, the value growth was 1.5%, else everything was the volume growth.
So the quarter two you are talking about, the last quarter.
Quarter one I am talking about.
No,
You are speaking about the Q2.
yes,
So
the last quarter.
Q2 mostly the margin is coming from the real business only and not from the price increase or anything. So that's why our margins have declined, because generally in Q1 there is a profit booking happening. And in Q2 we also increase our inventory levels to gear up for the festival as well as the wedding season. And that's why there is no much impact of inventory increase, price increase in the margins.
Could you please share the volume growth for gold in tonnage or maybe in kgs?
Yeah, just a minute.
Yes.
Vis-a-vis last quarter.
Ankit ji, do we have the figures readily available for the volume growth of gold?
Volume growth quarter on quarter.
Yeah, you just say of this quarter only. Just Q2. How much was the total tonnage?
1 minute.
Including all types of gold.
Including all. Yeah. 1 minute.
Sir, we can proceed with the next question. We will just share this meanwhile in a minute.
Yeah, the management also in their opening remarks alluded to focus more on studded jewelry. So in the environment where the traction for and demand for lab-grown diamonds are going up, how do you see the demand spanning about in your market that you are operating, maybe Rajasthan and other western regions? So how is the demand for studded and how you are competing with lab-grown diamond?
So lab-grown diamond is almost a fake diamond, because the lab-grown diamond prices is decreasing day by day. Every day the lab-grown diamond prices are reducing. So people is not interested to buy lab-grown diamond, and everybody is like interested to buying the natural diamond. So there is no certain change in terms of the lab-grown diamond and the natural diamond. So natural diamond demand is continuously growing where we are. So we are seeing a very good growth in natural diamond.
So how much was the growth in last quarter?
So the last quarter, exactly the growth in the natural diamond category, we have like somewhere around 10%.
Okay, so you are growing in double digit.
Yeah, yeah.
And how is the margin profile? How are you competing with other likes of Tanishq, Malabar and Kalyan in the market?
So we have a standard practice. Our margin is a decent. So our margin is like not like a Malabar and Tanishq, but our margin is a decent margin in natural diamond category, where we earn like the good and some like the 20% around GP.
So that's what I'm trying to understand. So in the blended gold margins are in the range of 10 to 12%. Even though, see, north and central markets have the highest blended gross margin in the gold and also in the studded jewelry. Why our margins are relatively lower? Hello?
When you compare us with Malabar or Kalyan or Tanishq, the margins will be relatively lower because they are a national brand and we are an established regional brand. So our focus is very customer centric. We have one-to-one relation with the customers, and we believe in growing up our sales in terms of volume and not in terms of margin. So yes. So if you compare the margins with other brands or something, our margins will be relatively lower in gold as well as the studded.
At what scale would you like to increase your margins? So
we won't be increasing our margins, but going ahead, we are planning to increase the sale of studded jewelry. So the overall margins will increase. So if the gold jewelry is fetching us around 10 to 12% and the studded jewelry is fetching us around 18 to 20%, then increasing the share of studded jewelry will overall boost our margins of the company's margin.
Okay.
Yes. So currently our 92% sales is gold jewelry, 6 to 7% sales is around studded jewelry, and rest 1 to 2% is other platinum and silver jewelry. So our planning is to boost the gold jewelry sales. So wherever we are opening our stores as well as our existing stores, we are implementing a shop-in-shop model for the wedding customers. So their wedding customers, we give the different area, different hospitality, different touch for the jewelry, and different designs are there. I mean, the enhanced designs are there. So there we charge a premium to the clients also, those who are coming specifically for the wedding purpose. And there we focus more on the diamond studded jewelry, the big sets, and that helps us to get more making charges. That helps us to charge more making charges to the customers.
Also, we can expect with the change in mix, our margins are likely to improve.
Yes. So we are planning like our margins, our overall total sales might be like it will reach to like 6% to 12% of studded jewelry in next 3 years.
Okay, great. And just trying to understand the current festival of flavors. So have you seen a strong demand for gold jewelry in your region in terms of volume or tonnage?
Yeah. So Ankit ji, can we have the tonnage figures? Yes.
Tonnage figures है current quarter का जो हमारा gold का size है 1335 kg है and last year same quarter का हमारा जो figure था 856 kg था. Overall देखा जाए तो 36% का growth है.
Okay. और अभी हम लोग सिमिलर ट्रेंड हम लोग को अक्टूबर में भी दिखा, ये पूरा जो फेस्टिव सीजन हमारा गया है.
जी.
फेस्टिव सीजन तो सर अब स्टार्ट हुआ है, मतलब अभी
फेस्टिव स्टार्ट है सर.
वो तो अभी हमें और पता
चलेगा. हम लोग फेस्टिव की बात करते हैं अगर तो फेस्टिव में अगर हमारा एमपी में राजस्थान में पूख नक्षत्र वाला दिन बहुत अच्छा दिन होता है और धनतेरस वाला दिन बहुत अच्छा दिन होता है. तो और इन दोनों दिन डीपी ने नए अपने सेल के रिकॉर्ड बनाए हैं. जो हमारे पिछले सेल फिगर इन 2 दिनों के होते थे उससे बेटर हमने बिजनेस इन 2 दिनों में किया. तो सेल फिगर नो डाउट बहुत अच्छे रहे. आगे भी फ्यूचर में बहुत अच्छे हमारे को लग रहा है कि मार्केट से रिस्पॉन्स मिलेगा.
चलो सर, थैंक यू वेरी मच एंड विश यू बेस्ट ऑफ लक. अभी हमारी शुभकामनाएं आपके साथ है सर.
थैंक यू. आप और हम सब मिलकर बहुत आगे बढ़ेंगे. थैंक यू.
वेलकम सर.
Thank you so much, sir. We have next question from the line of Divya Daga from Vijit Global Securities. Please go ahead.
Congratulations, sir, for such a great set of numbers. Your commitment towards the building this company multifold is clearly visible from your performance. So I have just one question. जैसा कि आपने already guidance दे दिया है, कि आप 3 to 4 नए स्टोर्स खोलने वाले हो FY'25 में। तो मुझे बस ये जानना है कि आपने स्टेट्स तो बता दिए, आप क्या सिटीज बता पाएंगे जिसमें आप खोलने वाले हैं?
मैम हमारा सर्वे चलता रहता है, ये जितने भी सराउंडिंग स्टेट्स एंड सिटीज में है। सो वी हैव आइडेंटिफाइड ऑलमोस्ट 20+ लोकेशंस, और what our model is like, we do a good survey of like 3 months before planning a store. Apart from that, we also do an exhibition before we plan the store. So in this current year we are planning a store in Neemuch. तो नीमच में हमने आज से 3 महीने पहले एक एग्जीबिशन किया था 3 दिन का. So in that exhibition we did a sales of more than 7 CR. So that at that time we thought it was a very good response. In Neemuch we are getting, DP Abhushan is getting a very good response in Neemuch. So our survey is going on parallelly in like almost 10+ locations. Out of that 10 locations we will identify like 3 to 4 locations and finalize.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, if you wish to ask a question, you may press star and 1 on your touchtone phone. The next question is from the line of Devendra Vadhva from Value Prolific. Please go ahead, sir.
Hello, sir. Basically, my question is that you are adding more and more stores. So, are you planning to add stores in Tier 1 city?
Sorry?
As of now, our focus is to open a store in Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities. And basically, our focus is the particular state like MP, Rajasthan, Chhattisgarh, Gujarat. So we are more majorly focused on particular this state. Now we don't have any plan to open a store in Tier 1 because we have a lot of opportunity to Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities. So first our preference is to open a store there.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. We have next question from the line of Devanshu Bansal from MK Global. Please go ahead.
Yes, sir. Hi. Thanks for the follow-up opportunity. I just wanted to sort of request you if you could just throw some light on the amount of capital raised and with whom this capital has been sort of raised.
So we have done a small preferential shares and warrants round. It was more like a friends and families round because there were some close connects which want to put in the money. So it was like almost 70 CR of the capital which was raised at an issue price of 1182.
Okay.
And the same we have reported in the exchange filings also.
Okay. So this is not a recent thing. Is it like happened in Q2?
It is like a 3 months before. 3 months before.
3 months before. Okay. And whatever next capital will be required for getting to those 20 stores, do you plan it to sort of happen with internal approvals, or you think that there will be a need to further raise capital?
Yeah. So the company is almost generating like almost 100 CR of free reserves every year, free cash flow every year. So opening 3 to 4 stores won't be a problem. If we even do a mix of like 20% of debt and 100% of equity, 80% of equity. So opening 3 to 4 won't be a problem. It can go through internal accruals only. But we are just identifying whether we can that we will go for opening more stores every year. Then at that time we will think of an option of raising equity again.
Understood. And any specific reasons, because debt to equity typically is 1:1 in the industry, almost like 1x for almost all players. Any specific reason why we want to do the expansion more via equity and less via debt?
No, like this is almost like 4th generation into business and 5th generation has already started. The basic motto and aim before starting any store is like this store should go profitable within 6 months of opening only. Like our break-even should reach within 6 months of the opening only. So there is a lot of homework which has been done before opening the store, and we don't open the store haphazardly like other players, like opening store each day or every week. So there is a lot of homework, lot of things which has been done before opening a store. Micromanagement is being done at the management level before opening any store. that the store should anyhow go successful, and there should be like no reason of closing the store after 6 months or 8 months. So
No,
I mean,
sir,
it was always a motive.
my question is, typically gold dwellers get gold metal loan at very attractive rates, interest rates of about 2.53%. Why are we not sort of going for that? So why are we only expanding via our own capital? Why are we not taking gold metal loans for that sake?
See, if we have to open like almost 10 stores every year, then we will obviously opt for the GML. But we follow like weighted average cost of method. So we have been building the inventory since last 70, 80 years. So we have in our store inventory valued at rupees, for example, say 5,000 also, and inventory valued at rupees 80,000 also. So our average cost of inventory in the books is always marginally very lower. I mean, almost 20% lower as compared to that of actual market price. So whenever we have to plan like more stores and we require immediate gold, then we will go for GML, and rest it can be done through the internal accruals only. And in future we are planning like almost like 10-20% of our total inventory should come from GML. So
how much? 20%.
10 to 20% in initial phase.
10 to
and we are open if the GML is beneficial, then we are open to like the take a GML. Yes. But as of now, I think the internal accrual is better.
Okay, and any hedging that we do apart from on this 650 crore?
Yeah, we do sometimes we do sometime hedging, but as of now the book our weighted average value is very much lower than the market value. So as of now we don't need to hedge, but yeah, whenever is required we are like do hedging.
We do this like natural hedging only. So whatever gold is sold on a particular day, it is purchased on the same day. So there is no impact of like price fluctuation much on the books.
Understood, sir. Understood. Thanks for taking my questions. Yes.
Thank you very much. We have, ladies and gentlemen, if you wish to ask a question, you may press star and 1 on your touchtone phone. We have next question from the line of Suguman Karjanan, who is an individual investor. Please go ahead.
Yeah. So I have two questions. One is regarding the sales in the Udaipur and Bhilwara stores, which is less than 30% when the other stores are doing more than 40%. These two stores are doing like 21%, 24%. So can you show some colors like what's the reason behind this? Because it's open, Udaipur opened in 2012 and then Bhilwara it's opened in 2020.
Because if we can.
So your line is on talk mode. Please go ahead.
Yeah. So regarding, first question is regarding the Udaipur and Bhilwara showrooms. The sales percentage is 21%, 24%. So while other stores are doing more than 40%, 50%, these two stores are like being very less in revenue. So what is the reason behind it? Am I audible?
So you're audible. Anil sir?
Anil sir?
Line is on talk mode. Please go ahead. The line for management is on talk mode. Please go ahead.
Yes. Anil sir, can you please answer? Ankit ji?
Chetan sir, your line is also on talk mode.
Then I need to have the data. Ankit ji, can you please answer?
Sir, will you please repeat question?
Yes, sure. So out of 9 stores, like our Udaipur and Bhilwara stores are contributing revenue 21%, 24%, while rest other stores are contributing more than 30%. So may you know the reason, like? Since Udaipur is opened in 2012, Bhilwara opened in 2020. The sales, like, is this due to competition or is there any reason behind it?
भीलवाड़ा उदयपुर दोनों मार्केट में काफी बड़ा डिफरेंस है। भीलवाड़ा में हमको स्टोर खोले अभी लगभग 3 साल में, और उदयपुर में हम लोग पिछले 12 सालों से हैं। तो उदयपुर में हमारा एक बहुत अच्छा कस्टमर बेस रेडी है, उसकी वजह से वहाँ पे रेवेन्यू अलग तरह से आता है। भीलवाड़ा में थोड़ा अभी कस्टमर का माइंडसेट अलग टाइप से चलता है। पास में बड़े शहर होने से कस्टमर उदयपुर भी हमारे स्टोर पर आ जाते हैं, और अजमेर, जयपुर अजमेर भी ट्रांसफर हो जाते हैं। तो थोड़ा सा रेवेन्यू में उसमें डिफरेंस आता है, बट ओवरऑल हमारा भीलवाड़ा स्टोर भी बहुत अच्छा कर रहा है।
Okay. So my second question, sir, like, we are hearing like the Diwali sales, the pent-up demand is not up to the mark so far. But in our DP Abhushan case, like the demand is penting up, or do we expect some slowdown or sluggish in our sales during Diwali?
Can you repeat your question?
Yeah. So my question is like, while we are hearing news about other reputed players, like they are facing issues in sales during Diwali, like there is a sluggish demand for Diwali. So in DB Abhushan scale, like the sales during Diwali is picking up, or do we expect any sluggish in revenue?
Hello. No, so we have increasing in the demand in sales in every store. So in the Diwali time, DP Abhushan is doing very good at all our stores. We have an increase in the demand, we have increasing sales in terms of quantity and the volume both.
Thank you so much, sir. Yeah.
And one more thing I would like to add on this Udaipur and Bhilwara declining, growth. The only reason is that Bhilwara and Udaipur both are the wedding hubs. So major sales in Bhilwara and Udaipur comes in Q3 and Q4. So because their more focus is on the wedding jewelry and not on the routine jewelry.
Sure, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, a gentle reminder, if you wish to ask a question, you may press star and 1 on your touchtone phone. We will take next question from the line of Pranav Jain from Singular Capital. Please go ahead.
Hi, sir. Thank you for the opportunity. My first question is on the store expansion. Sir, currently from 8 stores, we plan to go to 20 stores. And in the investor presentation, you also mentioned about some of segments. So if you can just elaborate on what our plans are to the franchisee network.
Plans at franchisee level?
Yes, sir. In your investor presentation on page 11, you mentioned that you're now focusing on expansion of the store franchise model.
So we have already rolled out one franchisee model. We have hired one franchisee agency also, which is working very widely for all the jewelers in the industry. And before few months, we also gave an ad in the newspaper for receiving the inquiries for the franchisee, and we have received almost 40 plus inquiries for the same. So we have been getting many calls from investors as well as people that they want to take the franchisee of DP Abhushan. Still, it is still in the thought process, but yes, going ahead, we will be implementing this franchisee model, and it will be a FOCO model, franchisee-owned, company-operated model.
Okay. So of the 20 stores that
this all 20 stores will be the own stores only. So
okay.
Any franchisee stores coming, it will be over and above these stores.
Understood, sir. Second question is on the issue. Correct me if I've got the question, the number wrong, but I think earlier in the call you mentioned that there is 10% growth in diamond. And if we compare that to our overall top line growth, does that imply a decrease in our studded ratio?
We need to check with the data. We don't have the readily available, but yes, we can talk about this separately.
Sure, sir. That's all from me. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. We have next question from the line of Devendra Vadhva from Value Profit. Please go ahead.
Sir, I missed where you explaining the reason behind the fall in EBITDA margin despite the strong revenue growth. Can you explain why EBITDA margins quarter-on-quarter fall from 7.6% to 3.8%, despite you have shown a very strong growth in revenue?
Sir, in our Q1 call also, we have told that our PAT margins will be between 3% to 5%, and our EBITDA margin will be around 6-7% on the yearly basis. Q1 is generally a profit booking year. I mean, like, there is some margin which has been impacting because of the price increase also in Q1. And that's why the Q1 margins were relatively high. If you can take like almost 1.5% of EBITDA margin was coming because of the price increase in gold jewelry, our inventory levels. So that was the reason. But yes, our like on average basis, if you see, then our PAT margin should be around 6 to 7%, and our PAT margin will be around 3 to 5% on the yearly basis.
Okay, sir. Got it.
So it is not a fall that I would like to say. It is not a fall in the EBITDA margin. It is the actual EBITDA margin. I mean, Q1 was an exceptional because of the increase in gold prices.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, we will take that as our last question for the day. I now hand the conference over to management for closing comments. Over to you, sir.
Closing comments. Yes. Anil sir.
थैंक यू। आज के सेशन में आप सब साथ में जुड़े हैं, इस कॉल में आपने सबने भागीदारी की है, हमें बहुत अच्छा लगा। आप सबका बहुत धन्यवाद। और आपका और कोई प्रश्न अगर बाकी रह गया है तो कृपया आप हमारी ईवाई टीम से संपर्क कर सकते हैं, जो हमारे निदेशक संबंधों को संभालती है। जैसे हम ये कार्य समाप्त कर रहे हैं, आगे हम अपना फ्यूचर में बिजनेस को और अच्छे तरीके से बढ़ाएंगे। संकल्प को हम दोहराते हैं। ये तिमाही में हमारा प्रदर्शन बहुत अच्छा रहा है, डिमांड भी बहुत अच्छी रही है, जो हमारे सारे फिगर्स आपको बता रही है, और आगे भी प्रभावी ढंग से हम कार्य करते रहेंगे। जैसे हम अपने फुटप्रिंट और आगे बढ़ाते जा रहे हैं, हमारे और नए स्थान भी आगे चल रहे हैं। आप सभी और जो हम आपको सेवाएं दे रहे हैं, इसमें हम अपने ग्राहकों का, अपने कर्मचारियों का, हमारे सारे इन्वेस्टर का, और जो हमसे लगातार जो सबको आश्वस्त करते हैं, और हम अपनी क्षमता से आगे बढ़कर काम करेंगे। मैं अपनी पूरी टीम जो हमारे साथ हमारे साथ में काम कर रही है, उन सबको ये विश्वास देना चाहता हूँ कि हम आगे आने वाले समय में बहुत अच्छा काम करेंगे, और आप सबका आभार व्यक्त करता हूँ। आज हमसे जुड़े रहने के लिए एक बार फिर से धन्यवाद, और आप सभी को दिवाली और आने वाले नए साल की ढेर सारी शुभकामनाएं। थैंक यू सो मच।
Thank you very much. On behalf of DP Abhushan Ltd, that concludes this conference. Thank you for joining us. You may now disconnect your lines.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.